Jaguar used to be a car company. Some say they still are, but they're not selling cars anymore. A 97 to 98% drop in sales after they went woke and very, very broke. In fact, they may have been the canary in the coal mine for companies like Disney. Now, we're finding out the executive behind those designs not only has been fired, but escorted out of the building. Details on the other side. Folks, it's a fine day. It's an excellent day. Every time you come our way, we are honored to be in the presence of you. Today, we're going to share time talking about Jaguar, a car company that has destroyed itself and may have finally been the warning other companies needed to see to break them from the spell of wokeness. Let's talk about the fallout. It's amazing. Click the like button, and here we go. Do you all remember when that car company Jaguar, when they redesigned their vehicles? And do you all remember when we were told that everything was fine just because sales of Jaguar cars dropped 95%? It wasn't a big deal. They had just voluntarily stopped selling the cars. Everything was okay. Everything is not okay, and we have yet another Bud Light, Cracker Barrel kind of situation. And yes, Le Target, hey Target, we're talking about you too. But in this case, this is fun. Out of Birmingham Live, out of the UK, and we take no joy in the firing or termination of anyone's job. This one is just, well, it's special. Jaguar, Land Rover design chief behind woke rebrand, escorted from the office. This is by James Roger. The designer behind the JLR redesign and overhaul has reportedly been dismissed from the car maker just days after the new chief executive officer took over, aka the CFO CEO. A Jaguar Land Rover design chief behind the controversial rebrand, which was savaged as woke by fierce critics amid the culture wars, has reportedly been axed from the car maker. The designer behind the JLR redesign and overhaul has reportedly been dismissed from the car maker just days after a new chief executive took over. Gary McGovern, who was formerly Jaguar Land Rover chief creative officer, was told he was being dismissed with immediate effect on Monday. And here's where it gets into harsh territory. He was then escorted out of the office because it's not enough to fire somebody at the executive level. It's not enough to give them the pink slip. It's not enough to say, hey, you failed hardcore in a way that almost nobody could. You got to walk them out. You got to get security to say, excuse me, you don't pass go, you don't collect $200. We'll send you the stuff from your desk. You're out of here. It comes after P.B. Balaji, the former finance boss of Tata Motors, succeeded Adrian Mardell as chief executive of Jaguar. Mr. Glover repeatedly supported the rebrand, telling U.S. broadcaster ABC earlier this year, we're not looking for everyone to say that's nice. I think great design does polarize, whether that's in fashion or architecture or whatever else. And it turns out that we also here on the Pro Channel think that we're not here to please everyone, but what being escorted off the office premises does, well, that's also something that's of great design. And in this case, frankly, a little late in time for happening. It should have happened much sooner. Guys and gals, I don't think this went so swell for Jaguar. As I said, their sales plummeted by 95 to 98%, which is just unbelievable. The car company may actually never come back again from this, which would make it worse than the Bud Light situation, worse than Cracker Barrel, although Cracker Barrel wiped out half of its value as a company, and they fired the DEI officer there. The CEO of Cracker Barrel is essentially just there in name only. I mean, she has no power whatsoever. But we've seen this time and time again. This one I think is the worst. This actually, escorted out of the office. It's really impressive, and this may finally be the most significant woke wallop we've ever seen. Lauren, I'll let you go first on this one. Your thoughts on what's happened at Jaguar, a car company that was essentially annihilated from the face of the earth by going woke and going broke.
They violated any core business principle, which is know your audience. Jaguar was already kind of a niche product because it's appealing to a certain level of consumer. And when you're deciding that we're not even going to appeal to them, the effect of that change was obvious to anybody that would have pitched it before the launch. And so the fact that they didn't pull it, that they didn't reconsider, means that they actually got what they deserved. And I agree with you. I don't think they're going to be able to come back. I would say, though, I'd kind of like to see your take on their ad as one of your Pro TV things, because I think that could be a little funny.
Well, not everybody knows what the ad is, so we'll put this up on the screen so people can see it. Just so anybody who has forgotten what this was, okay? Here is the Jaguar ad, and it's for a car that's just as bad as the ad. Here we go. We'll play it. We'll have to cut the audio just in the odd chance that this thing was copyrighted by somebody who has no worries whatsoever it had been stolen. This is the Jaguar ad. This is what they tried to use to sell Jaguar cars, and then the Jaguar sales dropped by 95 to 98%. I cannot imagine why. I can't believe that it would have dropped like this. Wonder if we've got a picture of the car in here. Do they even show off the car? Of course not. We just get lumpy melted lipstick. That's what we get. Lumpy melted lipstick. Maybe that boulder that it shows with Jaguar over it, maybe that would have sold better than the car. Maybe so. Nat, what do you think about this? It wiped out completely, totally this company. It is the epitome, and I think this was the warning bell. This was the canary in the coal mine for companies like Disney. This is why they had to drop woke totally.
And it's funny because this story kind of keeps popping up every few months of how the failure just continues and continues for Jaguar, unfortunately for them. Because, I mean, before they looked great. I did like the design, and then they made this. But it is interesting that it just continues to pop up. So I think it's a good reminder to other brands and other companies as to what can happen. And now, especially with the CCO being escorted out and replaced by somebody else. But at the same time, with Jaguar specifically, I mean, I reported on a story about them firing their marketing agency as well. So
now, Nat, some people didn't believe the concept car was really what they wanted to do. They thought it's just no. Yeah. Here is the car with whoever in front of it. I'm going to call it the Mauve Mobile.
Who knows what that is? Because as a woman, I don't like it.
Who wants to drive a lipstick? Yeah. A case of lipstick. Who wants to drive that?
Sadly, I know of at least a couple people that would. There are people that are that into pink.
Let's not talk about your enemies list, Lauren.
I went to pickup.
Yeah, well, that'd be much better than this. Mo, is this the penultimate? Is this where we get to the point where we say, okay, there might be one more, but no more than that? We've reached, we're at that apex point where there just can't be another company that does this again.
Never underestimate the stupidity of a C-suite. They'll always make this mistake. But in regards to the CEO from this company, when you take a winter whizzle over your company's sizzle, you deserve to get thrown out onto the street.
Mo, be still my beating heart. You've taken the pro show and really embedded it into you. Now you're going places, man.
I did merely adopt it.
Unlike Jaguar.
Yeah, no, and what he's saying, if it's contentious, the design and stuff like that. I'm sure when the Jaguar E-Type came out, they're like, whoa, what is this? But it captured the hearts of people. You look at old Studebaker. It's a crazy design, but it captured the hearts of people. This is banal nonsense with wheels. It's nothing. I'm surprised that your channel didn't get hit for showing that picture, because it looks like something else to me. I'm not going to be gross, but ew, it looks ew.
You know,
yeah.
Mo,
this is. Oh, go ahead,
Mo. It's only Birdemic that hits this channel. We don't have to fear Jaguars, just Birdemics.
Okay. Actually, I've got a thought. Look at that car again, and mentally, if you can, change the color to black. Then what does it look like?
Batmobile.
Yes, it does. It just hit me. It's the animated series Batmobile.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
So now I want you to picture, see, this is why it doesn't work, though. If they had that color, if they had it black, I think this would have been popular. But now try to imagine this car as the Batmobile, and then picture Batman getting out of it all in pink.
Right. No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. This is totally down to the flavor of the marketing that went into this. They managed to annihilate their company by, there's somebody out there, I'm sure, who made that car and was so proud of it. Somebody designed that car, was so proud of it, and they said, what if we did it in mauve? What if everything's lavender and we go as woke as we possibly can with the advertising? And they said, no, not my baby. I made the Batmobile. Don't you understand? It's a good thing that whoever made the choice to do this palette was sent out of the office space. I'm going to tell you, Jaguar, it's questionable why we would cover Jaguar. It's sort of out of our typical lane. but it's so insane and it's so much fun to talk about that we have to go there sometimes. I don't think you're going to see a Jaguar on Disney property anytime soon. I don't think you're seeing a Jaguar at Universal Studios. See, I'm finding a way to make this be about entertainment and tourism. And why, folks? Because nobody's buying them anymore. They managed to floor themselves with woke content. Sad but true, Jaguar basically out of business for me and you. And all because, as Lauren says, they turned the Batmobile into Pepto. And it is time to put a bow on it for this one, folks. Is a gift to everybody who wants to know exactly what's going on in the entertainment industry. And we are so joyful that you were there to receive it. We hope that you had a great time. An attitude of gratitude on this channel every single time you decide to spend time with us. As we get ready to say goodbye, we only ask a few simple things. Click that like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. And folks, as you get ready to head out that door, do you have a place on social media that you love to share this sort of thing? Hey, you can make this YouTube video sing by putting it out there for your friends, your family, and for those weirdos who just won't leave you alone. Folks, until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.